Good to talk to you again. How are you going?
Good. Thank you very much. Doing great. Fine.
Good. Are you comfortable talking about the health issue you had, or would you rather
Yeah,
just
no problem.
Okay. So
I have no problem with that.
you're out of action for a while now.
Hmm.
You read here declared dead. I mean, it doesn't get much more serious than that. What happened?
I got a COVID injection,
Hmm.
and after 4 days later, I got a heart attack and was in a coma for 6 weeks,
Wow.
was 3 times reanimated, and was paralyzed. Uh, was lying in a bed, and uh, doctor said, "Okay, uh, we have to shut down the machines. Then we see if he survives or not."
Oh, fuck.
I did. And then I spent a year in hospitals with around 15 operations. I won't count that anymore. And going from total paralyzed into a wheelchair, slowly, after 1 year, try to walk again. So that was the story. And
Wow.
working hard every day or twice in a week, I go to the physio and train with him. And during the last year, I made a great progress. So I was always able, after 2 years spending on that problems, to play bass in a chair or produce music or write music, but it was impossible to be on a stage.
Mm,
So it was really not an option.
mm.
But in the last year, it was getting better, better, better. And now I've already played 3 shows.
Excellent.
So that was a touching moment for me.
Yeah. Yeah. I bet. Wow. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, but I have no problem to talk about it, but because it's reality and it's nothing bad about it. The only bad thing about it that was the problem that caused all the shit to me.
Mm,
And from my view now, um, some people had that problems after an COVID injection that the blood is getting thick, and you got some real problems with that.
mm. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Good to see you made the recovery and got back on the horse. Were able to get back on the horse, so to speak. A fair bit happened with the band in the meantime.
The only position which we were not sure what we're doing was the second guitarist. And in the times of social media and how fast it is, I
Yeah,
always say 10 years ago, you bought a magazine and read the news, which were already 4 weeks old.
yeah, yeah,
Now you get daily
yeah.
some stuff, the whole day, something new. And so a lot of people knew that we were looking for a second guitarist. So we got a lot of offers from very well-known guitarists.
Mm.
And but Ralph had the idea. He saw Talia in Italy, and he said, "Why don't we do something nobody is expecting?"
Yeah,
And I said, "At the moment, I can't imagine that this is working out, but why not? We try it. And she came to the rehearsal studio, and it's not only important that she can play the stuff, which sometimes Primal Fear is really challenging guitar stuff. We have the double lead guitars, and this is not the easiest thing. So she needs to play this all that stuff, and on the other side, she has to fit from the personal side of things into the band
Mm.
because after the split with the other guys, it was important to find somebody who is dedicated, motivated, and a nice person. And she is. And she's not ugly,
No, no, that's for sure.
which
Um,
is which is also not bad for a band. And she gives the whole band a fresh kind of breeze. And she's younger, and for us, it's good.
mm,
Yeah, it's motivating.
yeah. Um, it was something that I wasn't expecting getting her in, but that's okay. I'm a fan of hers from when she was in Frozen Crown. So to see her get the gig with Primal Fear is excellent. So well done.
Yeah, we're very happy with her. We're very happy with the band at the moment. So uh, everything is going good for us now.
Mhm. Now you got Domination coming out September. Sorry, I've noticed that I always point at the monitor that I'm reading.
No
I
problem.
shouldn't do that.
No problem.
Domination coming out on September 5th.
Yep.
I've heard the album and it is very, very good. I'm sure it'll go very well for you. Tell us about the recording of that with your health. How was it recording it?
Well, we started, of course, with the drums. The drums for this kind of music is, I think, very important basic thing.
Mm.
If the drums is great, so the other can build up. If the drums is shit, don't spend money on recording guitars. Stop it. So I was in the studio with Andre and in the studio of Dennis Ward, who is also a very experienced, good friend of us. And yeah, we spent some days in recording the drums in a big room, very old school. And yeah, was a great time we had. And Andre proved that he's the right guy for the job. I think the drums on the album is very powerful and dynamic.
Mm.
And so we got the drums. I played the bass. In the meantime, Magnus was recording his guitars. Uh, Ralph was in his studio doing his vocals, and we're sending the parts, and we're talking about what is great and what could be better and that. So it was a very friendly process. Talia came into the picture, played some solo stuff. Overall, it was a very peaceful, friendly recording. Very creative and no big discussions, no fights. And we took all the files and we're going to Denmark
Oh,
to
okay.
Jacob Hansen in his studio. And Ralph, me, and Jacob, we worked there for 10 days in mixing the album.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of albums before together. And so it was nothing new. We knew
Yeah.
that this is our working formula.
Yeah.
This is working for us. Jacob is a fantastic musician, producer, engineer, and his mixes, he understands our music, which
Mm.
is very important. So
Mm.
with this album, our intention was not to make the same album like Code Red, for example, again. We want to do an album with the trademarks of Primal Fear, but on the other side, also some space of musical freedom, some journeys, like we had for the first time an instrumental on an album.
Mm, mm.
For the first time, we tried something very different as the last song on the album, uh, Tune I Won't Forget,
Mm-hmm.
which as we did the demos for the album, we were not sure if this is fitting into the Primal Fear
Yeah, yeah.
formula. And we said, okay, but it's good. We try it, we record it, we mix it, and after that, we decide what we're going to do with this song. And in the end, everybody was happy. We put that song and the last one on the album. So it makes a little bit of difference. So I think there are some surprises on the album, some typical Primal Fear stuff. But overall, I think it's a very musically interesting album.
It is indeed. I'll share with you my favourite track, and that's
Oops.
I Am the Primal Fear.
You're not the only one who said that to me
Oh man, what a track! What a track!
during the last
It's
days.
it's amazing because the album comes on, you think, oh yeah, nice, nice, and it keeps going nice, and then that riff started at the beginning of I Am the Primal Fear, and it's like, whoa, it yeah, that's my favorite. But yeah, I'm not alone, obviously, so good.
No, no, you're not alone. And
Hmm.
I can tell you a little secret that in 2 weeks we will release a visualizer for the song,
Excellent.
which is very heavy stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that takes the title to some visuals. And I don't want to tell too much. We always say, don't play this in the public.
The instrumental that fits in very well too. Breaks up the album just a bit in the middle, but not too much. Does fit. I like it. What
Yeah, that
hap-
was that was the idea behind it.
mm, mm. It's
And
something
it's
that was
always
go on.
sorry,
No,
it's
go on.
always tricky to convince a singer not to sing. You know, so Ralph wants to sing.
Yeah.
So we had that song and said, no, Ralph, there, there are no vocals. So it was funny. So in the beginning it was and then when we finished it, he was super happy and understand the idea behind it. So but
Yeah,
in the beginning it was like a song without vocals.
it happens. Something that used to happen probably a lot more back in the say the 70s and 80s with the like an instrumental to sort of halfway through the album that sort of gave you a little bit of a rest, but before the rest of the album come back in. Probably not done as much these
Yeah,
days, but
Ralph
no.
Ralph would kill us. He's a strong man. Don't mess with him.
Let's take it back. Growing up, was there one time, was there a purchase of one album um, that changed everything for you? And how did it come about? Was it something recommended by a friend? Did you hear something on the radio and go out and buy an album? What is the one album that you had in your hand? Can you narrow it down to one that changed it all for you?
So the first album which brought me to heavy metal was Burn of Deep Purple.
Yeah,
So yeah, I like more the other guy singing, but Anyway, it's a question of taste. I
Mm,
really think Glenn Hughes is phenomenal. But the Burn album was something for me, what I didn't expect. So
mm,
after they split and with Gillan, which is also a hero, and didn't expect something like that. And I heard the first couple of bars of Burn, the song,
mm,
and thought, what?
mm.
And I was immediately touched by this, and this was the moment for me who was thinking not to get a professional football player. I want to be I want to be in a rock band.
That seems to be when I've asked any, you might say, European that question. It's always, I'm not going to play professional football now. I'm going to be a musician. Seems to be professional football was the one that they were striving for, but no, no, fuck that. Music.
I was in the national youth team,
Oh,
so I was a good player, but rock and roll was something more interesting in
but yeah,
every direction.
yeah, but yeah. Getting back to Burn, that was a very um, a fair change from the Deep Purple that had gone before. It was a very different direction that they went off in with that album. And yeah, when you hear the first opening bars of Burn, you think, whoa, this is different. And the voices are completely different. Um, two voices going at it. It's a um, real change. Mm.
Yeah, but I have to say that I really liked also the albums before,
Oh,
like
I
Deep Purple,
prefer.
Rock or Machine Head,
I
History.
actually prefer the albums before, but yeah,
I played 3 tours with Ian Gillan, and we're very good with each other. So I wouldn't say Coverdale is the better singer for Deep Purple than Ian Gillan,
no.
but Ian Gillan is, for me, holy. And to tour with him was one of the best experiences in my life.
Mm, no, understood. What happens now when the album comes out? Are you on tour straight away?
Oh,
What's yeah?
uh, we already play 2 more festivals next weekend, in one in Germany, one in the UK. And we come back, we go straight into the rehearsal studio,
Mm-hmm.
prepare for the tour. And the tour starts already with the release on the 5th of September in Hamburg. It's for 5 weeks in Europe, the first part of the European tour. And after that, we take a little break.
Mm-hmm.
And we already booked a second part of the European tour. We have shows in South America lined up, and in 26, a little bit later, in Japan. So the first festivals are booked for next summer. So we will be busy till
Yeah.
October 26, and then we have to think about writing some new great songs and thinking about a new album.
Mm. The shows that you have just played, how did you go with them physically? You go okay?
Yes, surprisingly. And for me, it was like a young kid playing his first show at
Mm-hmm.
the at a school party. Like, I was fucking nervous. After really
Mm.
5 years, I played the last show in 2020 with Alice Cooper, and that was my last show in Berlin. So after that came the trouble, and then this year in May, I was standing for the first time again on a stage, and I didn't know what it will the constitution survive, and
Mm,
is the voice there that I can sing, the playing, what will happen? And it was great. And the audience was so nice to me. It was really more touching.
mm,
And also the band was smiling all the time, and they were super happy, and we got such a good chemistry in the band. It's unbelievable. It also gives me power. So the second festival was under strange circumstances because it was 38 degrees. Might be
mm.
okay for Australia, but for Germans, it was, oh God, you have to go on a stage, and the audience, there were 30,000 people, and they were standing in the dust.
Mm,
It was fuck, yeah. But we even survived that. So
good.
my bass tech gave me a cup with full with ice cubes and
Yep.
water, and after 2 minutes, there were no more ice cubes.
Mm,
They were gone.
mm.
That was so hot. And the third festival was in Italy 2 weeks ago, which was the best so far. Brilliant. So we're very happy. And I'm very happy, especially me, because I proved that I can do it.
Mm, good. Excellent. I'm very happy to hear that.
Thank you.
What's the funniest thing that's happened on tour? Is there one thing that's in get to your mind right now that you could tell us a story about? Something that's happened on tour, on stage, backstage, on the bus, wherever.
Well, in America, we played in a place. I thought it was in Philly. And there was one guy in the first row who farted. And it, the whole stage was immediately stinking like an old fish. So we were looking at each other. How can you play now? We were laughing our ass off. It was ridiculous. And everybody in the audience pointed on him and said, "What the fuck
Okay.
you doing?" They knew it was, but it was funny. But hey, I can tell you, you wanna you wanna have this taste ever. It was fucking crazy.
Ah,
I
boy.
have only these kind of stories. Like we were playing we were playing a festival in Spain, and even in the evening it was brutal hot.
Yeah.
There was in our dressing room part there were Motorhead and Stradivarius.
Yeah.
The Swedish people, they had a special canned fish which is rotten, really rotten.
Mm, mm.
So, and the Stradivarius keyboarder, Jens, he thought he made the biggest joke, so think he was a little drunk and opened up this fish can and placed it in front of the Motorhead dressing room. And then chairs were flying. People were screaming. You can't believe the whole backstage area was stinking on rotten fish. So nice stories, huh? You
Yeah,
wanted
I'm
it.
I'm I'm detecting a theme here.
Yeah, but maybe I have a nice one.
Has there been a show? What one show sticks out in your mind? Has there been a show where you've come off stage and just gone, holy crap, did that just happen?
Yeah, a lot. There are a lot.
What's one that comes to mind?
I once I had a little bit tears in my eyes. That was in Tokyo in Japan when the audience was completely going nuts. And this was unbelievable, the feedback of the audience. And I was standing there like paralyzed and just couldn't believe it, how loud they are
Mm,
and and how nice they were to us. This was really something special, which I will never forget. So you wanted to be the hard rocker, the big man, but then immediately you got
yep, yep.
yeah, that
Uh,
was one of the things we had in these 27 years. We have a lot of concerts which were very special and of course, when you play so many concerts, there must be some
mm,
highlights, or mostly highlights is also when you play for the first time on a huge festival and it's going great for you, and the people are fantastic and welcome you. And this is if it's Barcelona, if it's Sao Paulo, if it's Buenos Aires. We even have some nice shows in Australia, but it's always for us a long way to get there.
we are a long way away.
Yeah, last time we
Oh,
thought we play in Japan, and then it might be easier from Japan to go to Australia.
mm. You're
That
pretty
was
much the
fucking
same.
long. That was fucking long too. Totally underestimated it because it was nearly the same when I come from Germany. So we thought it was a good idea, but
It is a good idea. It's a great idea. You should do it again.
yeah, people asking already. We got some interest from promoters in Australia to come back. So we will see if we can make it this next year.
Good. A quick jaunt down from Japan. You're almost in the same time zone, so that's it's not a jet lag thing. So it's nice and easy for you. We'll see. Who's your favourite new artist? Is there anybody that you've heard or seen and you thought, oh, fucking hell, they've got it going on? I wish, if I was starting out now, I'd like to be in them. Anybody?
That will shock the metal world when I say there is one uh, country rock singer from America called Nate Smith, which
Right.
I think is brilliant.
Mm.
And he's just heard his new album, and I like that kind of music too. I listen to everything which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
for
yeah.
me it's cool music, and but this one was really special for me. Very good album.
With the changes in the music industry over time from when you and I were younger to now, what's the best thing about the change? What's the best change? Is there a good change or does it all
No,
suck?
suck. I was there when you bought vinyls,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to buy CDs. And I hate it. And I was there when people invested in inventing the MP3 format.
Mm,
I was this was a also a company which is very close to my hometown, specialists for this kind of new medias things, and they got money to find a new kind of format that was MP3.
mm,
And I thought this in the beginning, already in the beginning, I thought this opens up the possibility for people to spread things for free,
Mm,
which musicians are spending all their money on working their ass off.
hmm hmm
And this is then for free because you
mm,
can send it around wherever you want.
mm,
And I didn't like that progress. And but nowadays it's even more evil if the streaming has higher numbers than than real physical sales.
mm, mm,
So uh, it's still for me, as I'm a very experienced guy and working for a record company for a long time. For me, it's even not even now. It's clear how they uh, get you a statement about your streams, who gets which share and why. And
mm,
this is still a black hole for a lot of people.
mm,
And
mm,
you get an statement every half a year with 200 pages, and every song gets 0.0012 cents
mm.
for playing. Are you in the position to look at 200 pages and see these ridiculous numbers? No.
Yeah.
So everybody would say, "Oh, yeah, okay, that's it." And this is, I think the music business was always a place where you can hide some numbers in statements and sales and ticket sales and promotional numbers and so on and so on.
Mm,
But now with the streams, this is even more evil for me. So
mm,
I prefer the old days, even there was a lot of shit going on, but
mm,
it was much easier for a musician and songwriter to survive than today.
mm. With merch at shows, are you finding people? Um, I mean, there's the t-shirts, obviously, but do you sell CDs on the merch desk?
Yeah,
And if so, how are the sales of them at gigs? Do you find people grabbing them?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a big market. I can tell you that on the last US tour, we could finance the Nightliner bus with the merch sales,
Yeah.
which is was a lot of money and helped us a lot to make this tour.
Mm,
So this is still a factor which you can count on.
yeah. Does the band make more on the sale of a CD or a t-shirt?
It's equal.
About the same? Okay.
Yeah, I think maybe a little more on t-shirts.
Yeah. Okay.
The price for the you have to pay to buy it
Yeah.
from the label or the t-shirt company is quite the same, but you can sell a t-shirt for more money than a CD.
Mm, mm. Hey, Matt, it's been great talking to you. Good to see you back firing. Great album. Can't wait to see how people react to it when it comes out. Good luck on tour. And we're just a short flight south of Japan.
Thank you, my friend. It was
You have
nice
a
talking
great
to you.
day and all the
Yeah,
best.
too. Okay. Ciao.
There, mate.